At the end of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, we all remember that one tiny moment, the Yoshi egg. Just a simple tease, but one that told us everything. It basically whispered, the story isn't over yet. Talk about what this movie actually gives us. Because the Super Mario Galaxy movie isn't really a single story, it feels more like a nostalgia storm. A non-stop explosion of Nintendo references, characters, world, a highlight reel of everything Mario has ever been. But if you actually slow it down and break it apart, here's what's happening. Rosalina gets captured by Bowser Jr. That's our main trigger point. So Mario and Luigi set off to rescue Princess Peach. And then suddenly he's pulled into his own emotional storyline with Bowser Jr. It sounds exciting on paper, but in execution? Yeah, it's a lot. The movie constantly jumps from one thread to another like it refuses to stay in one place for more than a few minutes. Just when you start getting invested in one storyline, it switches. Just when a character starts to grow, they disappear, and that's where the biggest problem really shows itself. Because visually, this movie is absolutely stunning. The animation is next level. Every planet, every galaxy, every background feels alive. The colors are bright, bold, and almost overwhelming in the best way possible. The space sequences? Genuinely incredible. There are moments where you just sit back and think, how is this even animated this well? It's the kind of movie that makes kids look up at the screen and ask, are there really worlds like this out there? And honestly, that wonder is real, is telling a better story than the movie itself. And that's both impressive and kind of concerning. Because when the soundtrack is more emotionally consistent than the plot, something is off. Now, don't get it wrong. There are still moments that genuinely work. Some cameos land perfectly, quick appearances that hit you with surprise and excitement before disappearing just as fast. They're fun, they're energetic, and they remind you why Nintendo fans love this universe in the first place. Pacing, the hype, it all feels perfectly aligned. But then, the movie kind of forgets its own strength. Big characters are introduced, like sequel problem. Bigger doesn't automatically mean better, because the first Mario movie worked for a simple reason. It stayed focused, it had heart, it had clarity, it had a clear emotional line. This one, it trades clarity for chaos, and the result is a story that feels scattered. Too many directions, too many ideas, and not enough time for any of. Now, to be fair, kids are still going to love this movie. There's no question about that. The colors are bright, the action is fast, the jokes land, the energy never drops. From a pure entertainment standpoint, it works. But for everyone else watching a little deeper, it feels like, but instead, it gets lost in everything else happening around it. And that's the real disappointment, because when you step out of the theater, you don't think about how the music, truly unforgettable, the action, constantly fun, but the story? That's where everything falls apart. And in the end, Nintendo delivered a movie that looks absolutely beautiful, but doesn't quite manage to make you feel something that lasts.